Hello, it's Adam Marsh from Ledge Inc. Today we're going to be looking at a new AI tool that we built to help support manufacturers as they work to work within the REACH, ROHS, and Prop 65 regulations and ensure that their parts are actually meeting those requirements. We built a tool to be an expert at these items and to have access to the most recent requirements and items that fall under these categories. First thing we do is we make sure we capture the purchase order and the item numbers that are specific to this. Then we upload a document set. In our instance here, we're looking at things like the customer purchase order, the bill of materials, anything provided by either test reports from the suppliers, Prop 65 statements from the suppliers, all those items, we have that covered. Then we allow the user to select which standards would be important for this review. That could be REACH, ROHS, it could be EU or China ROHS, and then Prop 65, they can select which ones are appropriate there. If there's a specific year that was called out, we would allow the user to enter that, depending it's not the most recent one, maybe a vendor wants an older one. From there, we run the tool, and we break this tool into a couple steps. That's because it's a pretty large problem, and we find AI tools work a little better when we break them into larger problems. You can see it's working through those document sets, understanding them all, parsing them out so we can do the research from there. From there, it runs to a second prompt where it actually gets into the REACH documentation, so the ROHS one first. Doing that, then we get a full report here. The goal here is, number one, a summary of that compliance. So if we look here, we can see that the evidence for the third-party test results for ROHS is up to date and does work, and so we actually work through there. We have insufficient information for REACH. And so note it identifies the gaps there. We have sufficient information for ROHS, and we have insufficient information for Prop 65. The great part there is then we actually have the tool write the email that you would have to send to your customer to help them understand exactly what they would need. Or sorry, to your vendor, not to your customer, to your vendor. And then we make sure that the tool actually dives in, gives you some of that background on exactly what we're covering there and where we got the information from. So hopefully that helps. We can customize these to manufacturers as they make sure they're meeting these requirements.